What's going on? It's your boy Emilio Ruffin, and I'm tapping in with my girl Tampa and Industry's Most Wanted. Let's go.
She be on that hush shit now, doing nails and them tattoos. My girl be getting hood rich, wow. Watching a brand new ride, six so blue when she pull up. What the hell say?
What's going on, man? It's your girl TampaMystic, and we are live on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast.
Most Wanted.
Listen, I got one of the dopest, most talented artists that I've met throughout my journey. He goes by the name of Emilio Ruffin. What's going on with you?
What's going on? What's going
Give
on?
me some
with
love.
Yes, yes.
Boom. Appreciate you being here. You know what I'm
Appreciate
saying?
you for having me.
Long overdue.
For sure.
You know, we've been talking about it for a minute. Timing is everything.
Everything.
But man, like, go ahead and give us that official breakdown. Who is Emilio Ruffin?
Emilio Ruffin. Artist, leader, creator. You know what I mean? Just want to inspire the people. You know what I mean?
It's an all-around dope kind of guy.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So listen, we got to let the people really get to understand, you know, your journey, who you are, where you from. So we just going to dive right in. Where were you born and raised?
Born and raised, Dade County, Miami, Florida.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's why we get along, you know what I'm saying?
Down south.
I'm from the 813, but we still Florida to heart, you know what I'm saying?
I love the whole Florida. I embrace it all.
Facts, man. So you were there until about what age?
Shoot, I moved when I was getting ready to turn 15.
Okay, so you spent a good portion of your life out there. You know, definitely your childhood.
Definitely. Then I did a little high school, moved to the north side, you know, in Atlanta.
North side.
Yeah. And did basically high school there. And so I spent 4 years, and then I moved back home. I moved back home, and then I came back to Atlanta. What was that? The end of 2015. So I've been here.
So the first time you moved out here, I'm guessing it was because your family wanted to move out here because you were still a teenager.
Of course. And then I can't even I believe, because I know I was getting into a lot of stuff, you know what I mean?
As kids do.
As kids do, influence outside. So, you know, I was getting influenced, and I felt that my mother saw that. So it was just like, I want to put them in a different element, different area, you know, get them out of that. And,
of course.
You know, so.
Shout out to your mom for doing that too.
For sure. Because, listen, the crew I used to run with and my cousins and stuff, you know, shout out 163rd, 104. But, you know, a lot of people not here, and a lot of people, you know, struggling for their life, you know, fighting for their life right now. So it's like, I appreciate my old girl for that.
Nah, for real. Absolutely. Definitely shout out to her because, you know, as a parent, you know, and I can't speak for fathers because I'm not a man.
For sure.
But I raised my son as a single mom. So, like, my top priority until he was of age to move out on his own was him. Making sure he was completely provided for and making sure that he was good, brought up in a safe environment because it's rough out there.
Oh, yeah. For sure. It ain't a game.
No, absolutely not.
All y'all just out there think it's a game, but it ain't no game. For real. For real.
So, you know, taking it back again to when you was a jit, did you, you know, aspire to do something else before music became that passion for you?
Entertaining just always been the thing. I did sports. Basketball always been my thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But
you was a hooper?
Hooper. But everybody was like, bro, you too short, cuz. Like, you gotta find something else.
Don't let them do you like that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, but, you know, they had Muggsy and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the short players. So, but, yeah, so it was always entertaining. You know, acting like Jim Carrey, low-key was like the dude I used to imitate because I grew up off The Mask and Ace Ventura, so that was like something that I used to emulate. So.
Absolutely. I mean, shoot, Jim Carrey's definitely one of the best to do because he's so funny.
Exactly.
I think when someone's funny, they're relatable to everybody.
Exactly.
We all like to laugh. We all need that humor in our life sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
So when did you discover that you had a voice?
Man, y'all will be surprised. I started off rapping. I started off rapping at the age of 6.
Okay.
I've been rapping. My pops always did music. He had a whole home studio at the crib.
That's dope.
So him and my cousin used to make music. Used to have a bunch of people over, you know, the neighborhood over, certain people over. And I was always inspired by it.
Yeah, understood.
So I've always been I've been singing since for real. Because I didn't like start practicing until I was like 19. So I didn't get into singing for sure until I was 19, 20.
Okay, so let's take it back to 6-year-old Emilio Ruffin.
For sure.
You were rapping at the age of 6. I think that's cute.
Yeah, for sure.
What were you talking about?
Just positive. Like I just did inspirational type of music, you know. So I would do like I would be in different churches. I'd do different events, festivals, like all throughout Florida. So that's because my mom was like, you ain't gonna be saying certain things. You know what I mean?
That's why I was curious. I'm like, what you was talking about at 6? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. So it was just all positive vibes, all inspirational vibes.
Yeah, no, that's dope. I love it. So you said about what age did you discover that you could sing?
It was about 19.
So about 19.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, talk to us about that. Like, how do you just start singing in the shower one day and be like, oh, I can sing?
Like
how did it happen?
Around the house, I always used to just play sing, but I never I guess I didn't have the tone, but I would just play sing, but never in my mind like to sing. Like I grew up off of Michael Jackson, New Edition, all the greats, Jodeci especially.
What you know about all them?
Listen,
cause Mom Dukes.
Listen, bro, I'm 91. Hey, that's my era. But I got an old soul. Everybody always said
you're a millennial, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm Generation X. I'm an OG.
For sure. No, so it was basically that, just all the different songs I used to sing around the house.
Yeah, understood.
And then basically my pops was like, bro, you sound like you got something.
Okay, so Pops was the first one to
my
really.
My Pops is actually a singer.
Okay.
Like, yeah, he was a singer. He used to be in a group back in the day. I don't want to, say too much. You know what I mean? But yeah, my Pops was one of them guys.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So, but he was just like, nah, you got something.
Yeah.
He was like, stop playing around. But I was young and I'm like, bro, I just want to rap.
Of course, yeah.
I just want to rap. That's what I was known for. That's what I did. And then I actually took it serious. I'm like, wait a second. Because I needed a singer. That's how I actually started. I needed a singer on the song.
You're like, wait a minute, I could do this.
Played around. T-Pain. Shout out to T-Pain because he inspired me to because I actually did a show when I was with T-Pain.
And he very Florida.
Very Florida. Boy, listen. Boy, listen. I did a show with T-Pain and it was just a little conversation and he just was like, I thought you was a singer because you got that look. But
yeah, you do.
He was like, but I could tell it's something different. Like, okay, you rap and you hard. And he was like, man. And he was just like, man, try singing. Pain, you probably don't remember that. And that's when you first came out, cuz. Listen.
But that's dope, though.
Yeah.
I like hearing them kind of stories. You know,
yeah.
big shout out to T-Pain because
sure.
He's one of those guys that's been in this business for a long time, and he's still doing it. Like, he's got a dope podcast. What? I love the podcast. I love the setup.
Oh, yeah.
I'm jealous. Like, he got the whole vibe, but he's just such a dope talent.
For sure.
And, he's put other artists in positions to win.
For sure.
Sounds like he was a big motivation for you.
Oh, yeah. Especially at that time, because he just came with something different. I was just like, because I thought he was a rapper when he first came out.
Right.
When we actually saw who he was, so I was just like, cuz style too different. And then got to meet him, it was just different. It was just like, okay.
What's your favorite song that's not yours to sing? I'm gonna put you on the spot. I hope them vocal cords warmed up.
Let me see.
Just a little something. Just a little baby something. You know what I'm saying?
Favorite song to sing. Let me see. I'm gonna go old school.
Yeah, go old school, because I'm a old, so I'm an OG. I need old school.
Let me see where I want to go with it. Let me see. All right, we'll do this. Okay, no, I don't want to do that. All right, okay. I want to make sure I'm right. I want to make sure I'm good.
All good. We got all day.
Woo. All right, cool. All right. Let me see. Hold on. I'm sorry.
No, you
matter
good.
of fact, I'm gonna go my generation. I'm gonna go do some B2K.
Oh, let's do it.
Let's go. All right. All right. Matter of fact, shout out that boy Omarion. I'm gonna do some Omarion. It's still B2K vibes.
Y'all slick look like you could be brothers. I'm just saying.
A lot of people used to say that growing up.
You might be.
It might be. A lot of people used to say, boy, you act like Bow Wow, but you look like, oh, it is like, bro, that's weird. But, all right. Seemed just like the other day, you were my woman. Shopping malls and holidays, couldn't tell us nothing. Now you're gone away and I'm still trying to deny it. And I'm dying from this pain, and I just can't hide it. It's like, ooh, 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 just can't get over you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Feel like I caught the floor, and I'm sick of all these lies in these games. And I'm sick of being the reason we turn out this way. I'm trying to act like I don't wanna be with you. Like I was just a face, and you was just a face. I'm trying to act like I don't wanna see you.
Sheesh.
Yeah,
you really got a nice voice, bro. Like,
appreciate
no cap. Like, you can really sing. Like,
appreciate it.
This is no shade to some of the artists who claim to be R&B singers. They don't really have a voice without auto-tune and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not throwing shade. I'm just being honest. Like, some of them, they really have to rely on, like, auto-tune to carry a note and stuff. And, like, man, you just did it organically. Like,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you got that smooth voice. You know what I'm saying? That's really dope. So, with that being said, are you still actively rapping, or do you?
Yeah, for sure.
You do a little bit of both.
Yeah, for sure. Always got to go back to the craft. Rapping, that's the first love. So
I was just gonna ask you. You prefer that more than singing?
It's just like I look at it like I'm an artist, but I look at it as a painter artist.
Yeah.
So it's just like whatever mood I'm in, it's just maybe I'm in the R&B mood, maybe I'm in this rap mood, maybe I'm in a mood of both. So it's basically whatever the track says, basically.
Let me ask you this, because I've sat in on a lot of studio sessions with rappers, but I've also been in on some singer sessions, whether it be gospel or just straight R&B.
For sure.
And I know for the engineer, it's a lot more work to mix and master the vocals of a singer. Who do you got mastering your vocals to get them up to par? Shout that person out.
Not to be boastful, but that's on me.
You do everything.
Yeah.
That's so dope.
Yeah, shout out my pops. He taught me, because he moved more to the engineer side after he, the group thing didn't, go as it planned. But, he just became more behind the scenes, and he taught me everything, so.
I love that. I think there's nobody else out here that can get your vocals exactly the way you want them than you.
Yeah. And that was another shout out to Payne, because, when I knew he did everything, I was like, bro, why not? Like
Russ. Russ is one of them all around.
For sure, Russ. Yeah. Just doing it because like I've been to studio sessions and I'll record it one way and the engineer just is like, bro, what you did what that don't even sound like nothing that I've done. No disrespect, but it's just like I just prefer to do it myself.
No, absolutely, because you're the only one that's going to get your sound exactly the way you want to, and then you can go back and tweak it. So do you have like a creative space in your house where you can record and stuff?
For sure.
How important is that? Let's just talk about that for a minute. As an artist, on the rise, it's very expensive business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not cheap. So it's like, as an artist, you have to make sure you're taking care of the bills and funding your career. Is that a pivotal part of having, your own setup? That way you're not always having to pay for studio time? For
sure. Especially like how I work.
Yeah.
Because I'm always a consistent, like everybody's like, damn, bro, you always working, bro.
Yeah.
Because I got 5 albums out right now. So it's like it's something always in my head. I wake up in the morning, that's the first thing I pop up, boom, I got this in my mind and I record.
Yeah.
Like I trash it or I keep it. But
right.
Yeah, so it's very important, I feel.
When you record a song, how do you know that's the one? How do you know that's the one that Emilio Ruffin's gonna put out next?
I feel it.
Yeah.
It's like that Bob Marley, the one thing about music, when it hits you feel no pain.
Yeah.
So when it hit, and I feel it, and I'm like, that's that one. That's that one.
Do you let other people hear it first too, and put some other ears on it before you decide to put it out?
I used to, not no more.
Yeah.
Used to, but you know, but I have 2 homies that's just like solid, and they just like, bro. And they'll let me know, like, bro, you ain't on your millie.
They trust you. I mean, you trust them, I should say.
So, you know, because I used to, like, let a bunch of, like, industry friends here, and then, you know, things happen. So,
yeah.
But
what was the very first single that you released?
Very first single. Sheesh. I want to say it was back in 2000. I want to say, was it 11?
Okay.
12?
So
no. My bad. It was 13.
So a decade ago.
Yeah. 2013, it was called OVO. And that was one of my first singles.
So let's talk about that moment when you put your first single out. You know, was that kind of like the seal the deal? Like, man, this is what I want to do.
It started to make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
It got like a lot of people's attention. Like, okay, who is this dude? I got on the radar. So it was just like from the single alone, single in the video, and then the project that dropped after that. So yeah, I would say that was that one.
Yeah.
That sealed it. Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Throughout your journey of music, because it sounds like you've been kind of taking it seriously for about a decade now.
Oh, yeah, for
because
sure.
that's when you first, you know, distributed your first song, probably on all the digital platforms and stuff. Over the last 10 years, what's been one of the biggest highlight moments for you? Talk to us about that.
Sheesh.
I know you got to meet T-Pain. That was really dope.
Yeah,
I don't know if that was before or after the
That was way before. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I was 14 when I met Pain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But that's still a pivotal moment
for
for
sure,
you.
For sure. I guess I would say having a conversation with Kaylani.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the homie. That's my sis. Yeah, for sure. Like for her to say, bro, your sound, and just to give me pointers and tips on different, like going on tour.
Yeah.
Stuff to look out for. Like she was like, bro, I'm giving you game that they ain't giving you because I feel you real and you solid, and I don't mess with a lot of people. And shout out to Kay for that, because she know a lot. So
absolutely, and you want to hear it from somebody who's been through it and experienced it,
and somebody who current, like not to be no way, but she like
no,
to
absolutely
be hot at that time, and how to be diverse back and forth with me about, you know, real stuff. So it was cool. Right,
because you don't want somebody who was relevant 25 years ago telling you, because it's changed so much since then.
Exactly.
You know, the way music is put out to the world is completely different because we have the internet now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We have social platforms. We have, you know, Spotify, all that stuff that didn't exist.
For sure.
You know, a couple decades ago.
Exactly. So that was that whole thing. I would say like Kaylani, Sorry the Kid, you know, Slick Puller, shout out cuz, what's good? Like just getting like those people, Polo the Don, like just getting their opinions and their feedback.
Absolutely.
And just them being, I'm feeling they being solid about, you know, the feedback they're giving.
Yeah.
And it's just all been positive, you know.
Being that you are, you know, extremely talented, you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
What's keeping you humble?
God.
Yeah.
For sure. God, that's it. Cause I just know it ain't about me. It's like, bro,
it's bigger.
It's way bigger. It's way bigger. I know, like I said, a leader. So it's just like, I know I'm here for a purpose. So I just gotta be focused.
Absolutely.
I got to be focused. So.
God gave you a gift.
For sure.
And you're fulfilling that and living your purpose through it.
For sure.
You know, because you're touching the world. I think, like, again, I said earlier, you know, rap music, trust me, I'm a big fan of it.
Yeah.
But having that voice that where you can sing, like that really, to me, just resonates with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Have you thought about, you know, potentially getting your music in film?
I have. I even had a lot of people ask, you know, so that's one of the next steps for sure.
So where do you want to go? You know, ultimately, I mean, I know things can change and the vision can change, but like, you know, thinking about where we are right now, early 2023, if you could lay the blueprint over the next, you know, 1 to 2 years, where are we going to find you at?
Shoot. Definitely in that loop. Definitely in that loop. You know, a lot of people say that, but it's just the work and the grind that's being put in behind the scenes.
Yeah.
It's just undeniable. Like, and it's just time. It just took time and patience because I didn't want to never. A lot of people like, bro, you was supposed to been on a long time ago. You know what I mean? But it's just I never wanted to go out there half stepping.
Yeah.
You know, we gonna mess up sometimes, but
Of course.
But you know, I'd rather eliminate a lot of other mess ups before I actually get out there.
Absolutely.
Make sure I'm right. So
man, that's a powerful statement right there. A lot of people before they really push themselves out there, they got a lot of baggage per se that they need to clear up.
For sure.
You know, because trust me, once your name gets big like that, the media and the fans, they're gonna dig for everything. Yeah. They want to find all the dirt on Emilio Ruffin. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that come with it.
That's exactly what they're gonna do. So, do you have an independent label situation?
Yeah, my own label is SNO Records. SNO stands for something not ordinary.
Oh, I like
so
that.
That's just the whole of vibe.
Yeah.
It's just not ordinary vibe. So. You know.
So is that something that you probably desire to stay independent, or would you ever want to go with a bigger label if it made sense?
Yeah, if the situation right, yeah, we definitely could talk about it.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm never opposed to it. Independent, I love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I always said, and when it comes to a major, if the situation right, we could talk.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you this, and you totally don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Is there a particular label out there that you could see yourself fitting in with the roster that they got today?
That's funny.
I'm just curious.
That's funny. It was like 2.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I just believe you got to throw that out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Claim
it was like 2. You know what I mean? I always wanted to be signed like. Wanted to do a little situation with Ross. So
okay.
Maybach for sure.
Yeah, most definitely.
And we from the crib. So you know what I mean?
Big
it's
facts.
A different, you know, it's just that whole laid back vibe. You know what I'm saying?
He's the biggest boss.
Exactly.
Oh.
Ross. Right. For sure. So Ross and QC?
Yeah, QC most definitely.
QC, yeah.
Long live Takeoff, you know what I'm saying?
That no.
Facts, man. So what do you got in the works right now? You know, we finishing up January of 2023. By the time they see this, it's gonna be early February, you know. So what do you got in the works for us right now?
Right now, I'm just gonna hit y'all with a lot of visuals. Right now, you know, my music video for the single, actually my single Rolling, which is gonna be exclusively on the deluxe edition of Rebel with the Soul. So that's the first single on there. We just dropped the video for that today. So y'all go tap in, check that out, Vivo everywhere.
Real quickly, what's the YouTube channel?
Emilio Ruffin.
Everything is under Emilio Ruffin. So make sure y'all check that out. Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Nah, y'all good. And just looking to expand.
Yeah, get your name out there more.
Yeah. So,
absolutely.
You know, we thinking about, you know, I don't want to say too much, but we are thinking about a little promo, a little soft tour, just to promote that album. You know what I mean? Because I do got little, you know, avenues. So it's just like, why not hit those cities up and, you know.
Period. I agree. So if you do decide to do something like that, like a promo tour in, you know, Southeast region, or maybe even venture out, let me know, because I got a lot of people in different cities that I can connect you with.
Cool, for sure. I appreciate it.
In fact, I got a female. She was just here with me on, what's today? Monday. She was here Saturday. She's on radio, but she also does a lot of events in the Carolinas. Nice, you know what I'm saying? So I'll definitely make sure, you know, you got to plug in with the people that you know are doing good business.
Got to.
Most definitely. What's been your biggest struggle, though, throughout this journey of music?
Doubt.
Yeah. Self-doubt?
Yeah, you get that a lot. Self-doubt, like, am I good enough?
Yeah.
Am I, not to get too, like, personal, because I guess what would be a thing, like, knowing a lot of people in the label, in certain industries, I don't want to say no artist names or nothing like that, because it ain't no bad blood, it's all love.
Yeah.
But, you could tell you get heavily influenced by the little guy, me.
It absolutely,
You know
and
what
they
I'm
feel they
saying?
can get away with that because they might have a bigger name.
Exactly.
Understood.
So it's just that whole thing that like I actually went through a little bit of depression where I wasn't doing music for a minute. So it was just like, because everywhere I looked, it was like the sound. So I was just like, all right, cool. And I'm like, bro, but I know you. Like, I know you know.
Right.
So it's just like, all right, cool.
Absolutely. And then you probably start to think, because I know I do this. I've been doing this for 12 years. And I see people who come in the business after me and blow up before me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah,
it's just not our time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
fortunately I built a nice platform, but I'm still not where I want to be. And I'm sure you kind of feel like that too.
Exactly.
It's God's speed.
Exactly.
You know?
You got to realize
We
that.
have to trust the process, most definitely. Because you are super talented. I could see you being like, on the level of an Usher or a Chris Brown.
I appreciate
it. Do you dance?
For sure. For sure.
I've seen some of the videos.
Yeah, for sure. I do my little 1-2.
You do your thizzle?
My thizzle.
I know that's right. Are you currently doing any like performances and stuff?
Not right now. I'm just basically, I'm in rehearse mode.
Yeah.
So I'm just like gearing up for the possible
Absolutely.
promo. Yeah.
Well, you should still come network. Just throwing it out there.
For sure.
April 27th is my next Industry's Most Wanted Showcase, but it's also my birthday bash.
Oh, for sure.
Downtown Atlanta. Just always a positive vibe, positive energy, people really supporting each other. We make sure that everybody supports, even if you just come network.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
we play your song or something.
For sure. I'm there.
Personal invite. You're on my guest list.
I appreciate it.
Y'all heard it. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely.
Sure.
So are you mostly in single mode right now, or are you looking to like work on albums?
Definitely work on albums.
Yeah.
Like I say, the deluxe is gonna be
crazy.
Yeah.
What give us you ain't gotta tell us too much, but what can we expect on this deluxe that's gonna just blow our mind?
It's just the new me.
Yeah.
It's just like the new sound, like stuff I've been just playing with for years. Just like, okay, I finally feel like I got it solid.
Right.
So let's let the world hear it. So it's that. And like I said, a lot of visuals, a lot of crazy visuals. Shout out that boy Katie, because he got me right.
Talking about Katie Gray?
Yes.
That's the homie.
The homie.
Katie Gray, in my opinion, hands down, is definitely one of the dopest videographers out there. Not just only can he hold that camera and catch all the right angles, but his editing is incredible.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, we've sent him a couple videos that we shot on the iPhone for him to edit. You would never know that they were shot on like, his editing skills are incredible. Katie Gray, everybody needs a video with him. If I was an artist, I would have a video.
For sure. He that dude.
He is. And his turnaround time is impeccable.
Listen, very cool dude, professional.
Yeah.
He really the homie.
He
really
definitely is, man. So let's talk about, other things that interest you besides music. A lot of artists have maybe merch, clothing brand, or other business ventures. Is there other stuff in the works for you?
Yeah, for sure. My clothing brand, Rebel Naughty, actually already got that stamped. You're just gonna have new products coming in.
Okay.
Dropping this spring, actually.
So
we're gonna get y'all right, man. I dropped like a little soft launch last year, so it was like everybody who got it just testing it out.
Yeah, of course.
Everybody was just like, yo, I need another hoodie, dog. I need another I need some joggers, man. So we got y'all starting this spring 2023.
I'm gonna put a request in.
Oh, for sure. We already got you.
But this what I
for sure.
Socks. Yes.
For sure.
I'm about to listen. I don't be wearing no ordinary socks.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm showing you guys.
Okay.
Like, I need some really dope.
I got you.
Socks.
I got you.
I just plain white or black socks. They're cool.
Cause I'm a sock dude, man. I'm
with your logo on there, that would be hard.
That'd be hard,
especially in the summertime. Like people be pulling their socks up. You would be able to see it. Boom. Okay. Socks coming soon.
Y'all heard it. Tampa put it in. She plugged it in.
Period. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
We're gonna get some Rebel Naughty socks for y'all. For sure.
Talk to us about your name, Emilio Ruffin.
Emilio Ruffin. I was named after my grandfather, my abuelo. So
Yeah,
My
abuelo.
mother gave me that name.
Do you have Spanish roots in your family?
Yeah, Cuban.
Cuban, okay.
Yeah, Cuban. I'm Cuban and Bahamian.
Okay,
So, yeah.
dope.
And my abuelo, he was the same. Cuban
There's a
and
really
Bahamian.
dope, not to get off subject, but right here, downtown Norcross, like 2-3 minutes from here, there's an amazing Cuban restaurant that's like very authentic.
Oh, is it?
I ate there like a couple weeks ago. I was blown away. It was so good. I'm
Listen.
sorry. I had a cafe con leche, which I ain't had in a minute, like a real
Listen.
deal one. It was
'Cause
so
I've been
good.
trying to, like, not being in Miami, I've been trying to find home because, like, you know, my mom, she'll still cook.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, but when she don't want to cook, I'm like,
You gotta find somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to look at the name, but I had like some pollo with I don't remember what seasoning, but it was black beans and rice, and it was just it was so good.
Oh.
And then my homegirl had the red snapper.
Oh, listen.
And it was just like she said it was amazing. My food was amazing, so you gotta check them out. It's right up the street.
Okay, I'm for sure. I'm tap in for sure.
So what's your favorite? Let's just dig personal real quick.
Alright.
Not too personal, but your fans want to know this
Alright.
type of stuff. What is your favorite dish? What's your favorite thing to eat?
Shoot, I would say honestly, the older I've gotten, being in my 30s, I get them taste buds.
Yeah,
it's like,
understood. They be changing.
Yeah, so it's just like I'm eating some of everything.
Yeah.
like everything, but I'm still trying to like watch out because like
It catches up.
yeah,
Trust me, I know.
yeah, I'm trying to watch out
know.
for certain things, but shoot, but nah, it'll be like Cuban food, Caribbean food,
Yeah.
Jamaican food.
Can you cook?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you can throw
Yeah, I
down?
love like I love something. I can do more than milk and cereal.
Right. Not just mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese, noodles. Cause from the hood, put them ramen noodles.
I can boil a pot of noodles.
For
Shoot,
real.
don't try me. That's funny.
Yeah.
No, that's really dope, man. What you got coming up? You got any other like interviews or shows or anything we can be on the lookout, or is that something I need to like tap in and start helping you with? Because I don't mind.
Hey,
I just think you're talented. You know what
I
I'm saying?
appreciate it.
I
It's
don't.
just honestly, the time that I like tried to like network with certain people, I just never really find that solid. So it's just
Understood.
like, okay, it'll come.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So currently right now it's just me and my producer,
Yeah.
and we knocking out records and
Yeah.
pushing this stuff. So
I think what it is a lot of people out here, and I can't speak for everybody, but a lot of people, they just always expect monetization up front. I'm going to put it the nice way.
Yeah.
They always, and I'm like, we can work and get to the money later.
Exactly.
Some things got to be paid because we got to pay the bills. But it's
For
like,
sure.
I don't mind working with artists. And if I really see someone that I think has potential, not that I'm trying to ride off of their way, but I just want to help.
exactly.
Because me personally, I don't want the spotlight.
I
I
feel
want the artist to have the spotlight. I
feel
want to
it.
be more behind the scenes, but it's like I want to see people win, especially when I see they got talent like you.
I appreciate you.
You know what
I
I'm saying? Like
appreciate
you can sing, you can rap, you can dance, you can cook, all
Yeah.
that. You
For
know what I'm
sure,
saying? You
for
need to be
sure.
like, on these big stages.
I appreciate it.
Speaking of
it.
which, if we could put you on a big stage right now, who would you want to share a stage with and just rock the stage and rock the crowd with?
Sure. It have to be Lil Baby or Future
Okay.
for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
We throw that stuff out there to the universe. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? We
for
claim
sure.
it because you just never know.
For sure.
Most
Them boys
definitely.
there. Yeah.
So before we get out of here, let everybody know again one more time the video that just dropped, the title of it, where it's available.
It's available everywhere: YouTube, Vivo, Apple Music, Tidal, and a few others. I just can't think because it literally just dropped about a few hours ago.
Yeah, so it's
called
brand new.
Rolling. That's my new single off of the deluxe that's dropping to y'all in late February to the Rebel with the Soul. So
Hot off the press, y'all.
hot.
Katie Gray shot that video.
Shot it.
Shout out to
Shot it.
Katie Gray.
Shout out to my homegirl Momo Morgan. She featured in the video. as
Appeared
well.
in the video.
Yeah,
Definitely got to always have some beautifulness inside the video.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Give them a little eye candy, you know what I'm
Got
saying?
to.
Before we, provide your social media and all that, is there anything else that you got, in the works or whatever that you want to make sure everyone knows about?
Shoot. Just go get the original copy right now. Go download all my other albums.
Right.
But the current one out right now, Rebel with the Soul, you can find it everywhere, all digital platforms.
That's the most recent project?
The most recent one. Yeah, I dropped that, October 28th.
So it's brand new.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's just real quickly dive into that.
We good?
How long was that album in the works?
I would say 2 years because I was working on that while I was finishing up another one.
Yeah.
So at that point, I was just like picking, choosing songs with, is this still feel like that feeling or whatever?
Yeah.
And so a good 2 years.
Yeah.
And then probably, you know how you, in the last bit of the album, you get a little new records in
yeah,
there. So,
yeah.
Yeah. So about 2 years together.
Again, you trusted the process. You ain't rush it.
Nah, can't. No.
Because when it comes out, you want it to be like a masterpiece.
Exactly.
That's your baby right there.
Yep, because when it's out forever.
Yeah.
So I don't ever want to hear something like, dang, I wish I said that different, or I wish I said that.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
That's
I still go through that sometimes. But
Of
you know, you
course.
grow, and I would never like take down that music either. Because it's just like, bro, show the elevation, bro. Just show
Man.
the growth. So it's just like to say this where I was and this where I'm at now. So it's just like quality and everything.
Absolutely.
Topic, so
I love the fact that you don't take down the older music. There's a lot of artists that I have these conversations with, and they're like, "Oh yeah, man, I've been to." You want people to see your growth in or hear your growth in or see it through the videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave that stuff out there.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to be ashamed of. Like, people are gonna be like, "Oh, he really did work on his craft."
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You want people to see how hard you've been working in the growth, you know, in your voice and, you know, how you deliver your music, all that.
For sure. That's why, like, shout out to all my fans on SoundCloud. That's where, like, I really
Yeah.
got my from. So, all the old stuff on there. So
Yeah.
it's just like I'm barely on there, you know, but
the music's
still,
there.
It's still rocking. It's still popping. So
That's dope, man. Tell everybody where they can follow you on all your platforms.
you can follow me on Twitter, Emilio Ruffin, Instagram, Emilio Ruffin SNO. And then got my website, EmilioRuffinSNO.com.
Man, I'm so glad you got a website.
Oh yeah.
I be preaching at these artists about that. I'm like, y'all need to have your own spot.
Yeah.
You own that. You don't own your Instagram or your Twitter or none of that.
See, listen, man. Y'all see the boy ready, cuz I've been doing this bro, since I was 6, bro. I've been conditioned. I didn't have all this development. That's one thing I see these cats don't have no more. So it's like they get on, you know, stages and they have interviews, but it's a growth process.
Yeah.
And shout out to a lot of these boys because I see it, and you know, I'm just ready and it's time. So you know, before I get too old.
And he's punctual, you guys. He was on time. All that matters.
Oh yeah.
I just want to brag about that real quick.
I appreciate it.
Because people, you know, who are in a higher position, they look for all that type of, what is your manners like? Are you, you know, are you easy to deal with? You know, because people don't want to deal with somebody who has a bad attitude and that's not friendly. And I sure wouldn't. If I'm a big boss and a label owner and there's some jerk artist who got a bad attitude, I don't want him around my situation.
For sure.
You know, you got good manners, you know what I'm saying? You're personable, you got the image, you got the sound. You're the total package.
I appreciate it.
If I have a big label, I'll sign you.
I appreciate it. For sure.
Most definitely. Last but not least, you know, take it back, not last but not least, because we got to get into that. Who do you want to shout out to?
Sure. I shout my mama.
Yeah.
My daddy. Shout out my babes, Chrissy.
Yeah.
Shout out the whole scene, my producer. Dang, it's so many of them because I don't want to forget y'all names, bro. But shout out Kane, Aaron Kane. That's my main producer.
Yeah.
He helped me like when during that depression time. He got me out of there.
Yeah.
He gave me that new sound. What I wanted to do, he understood. We worked with each other. So shout out Kane. Shout out that boy Tokyo. Shout out Osi. Shout out Manny Montana. Shout out Slick. Shout out everybody, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he forgot you, charge it to his head, not to his heart.
Please.
It's hard to remember everybody.
It is. So many people, and a lot of people, like, they try to, like, I can't take all the credit because,
Understood.
Them the people that motivate me.
Absolutely. So. Absolutely. And now, last but not least, we live on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast, right? Industry's Most Wanted. Emilio Ruffin checking in today. Go ahead and let everybody know what makes you the industry's most wanted.
Shoot. I'm him. I'm him. I don't want to be cocky, bro, but I got it. I got what you need. You need some sing on that hook. You need you need hooks, period. Whether it's a rap hook, sing hook, whatever, man. I'm telling you, once you go hear the albums, you'll be like, this is the same one dude. Because I get that all the time. So
he a superstar, y'all.
I mean, not a superstar.
He is a superstar.
Lee Thurman. Yes.
Fags, man. Well, listen, I appreciate you being here. You know, give me some love one more time.
I appreciate you for having me, for sure.
It was a pleasure. Emilio Ruffin, y'all. Make sure you follow him, keep up with him. Go check out that new video that's out everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Go get the projects. Go support. We up out of here, y'all.
How we used to see, girl,